Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I wanted to do a you versus them reading, going through all the signs, and I'll do the timestamps as we go. And this can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. It's just you and someone else that you're dealing with at the minute. It could be a family situation, it could be dealing with a friend or even a coworker or a boss. Okay, we're looking at what the situation is between the two of you and where it's headed, right? Because we're looking at you versus them. If it's not a romantic situation, then it's usually what's going to pop up is going to be something where there's some trouble going on because you need guidance or a better understanding, and then you can resolve the situation. Okay. So guys, I'm bringing back the dailies, so you've got a couple of posted on the channel. You've got weeklies, they're timeless, you can watch them whenever you feel drawn to whatever video. You also have monthlies this month. There's specials running. For Valentine's Day, you can use them for romantic questions and everything else really. I've left them open. And information on any other type of readings that I offer, all that is in the description box below. And please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and thank you if you've been doing that. Okay, so let's begin. I'm using the mini version of the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So, Aries, we have 144, roughly. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on. So we have the Two of Wands that flipped over with the Ace of Swords. So someone's debating, should they have a conversation or not, or should they cut ties or not? So let's see. Here we go. Who's Aries dealing with? How you view them, how they view you. Your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you. Where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go. Unknown factors to consider. And the outcome. Bottom of the deck we have the Moon, so you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or there's just a lot of confusion or secrecy around this situation. Okay, you're very confused, you're not sure what to do or how to proceed with whatever this is that's going on. How you view this person, we have the Six of Swords. So how you view them, I don't know if someone actually left, took off, turned their back, or this is emotional detachment. It usually involves literally moving away one way or another, okay? But how you view them, you might be thinking they just left, right? I'm getting that, you know, you may have tried to confront someone or ask for answers or ask for clarity, or something was revealed and you went and asked them, okay, what is this? And they just kind of ghosted you, or they just took off. How they view you, we have the Seven of Wands, yeah. They view you as, you know, you mean business. You're not going to let this go, whatever the situation is. You're really fighting for answers, or this is also where they view you as very defensive when it comes to them, or on edge. You know, they only have to do so much and you'll go off on them. They're a little intimidated. Or they view you as blocking them, or blocking any sort of attempt to come in and explain themselves or whatnot. How you feel towards them, we have the High Priestess. I feel like, you know, with the High Priestess, you've withdrawn from whatever this is, okay? This is about secrets that were revealed, information that came to light, and either you didn't even try to talk to them about it, you just withdrew, or more likely you tried to talk to them about it, really fought for some answers, they weren't giving you any, and so you just pulled away, just closed up to the whole thing. Because this is your feelings towards them, right? So with the High Priestess, this is it can show up in a platonic situation, but how you feel about them, you're like, you're all in your own little world. You don't want to communicate, you don't want to see what they're up to, you don't want to deal with them. I feel like you're just withdrawing completely from this. How they feel about you, we have the King of Swords. They are, so this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy with the King of Swords in terms of how they feel. This is someone who's kind of, I'm getting someone who's just, they look at you like you're all high and mighty, I hear. Like you can never mess up, like you can never make a mistake. Or they feel that you're too judgmental, or they feel that you're too cutting unfairly. They, you know, they see that you've closed off. I feel like it upset them. They feel like it's unfair. However, I feel like the truth is out here. So someone might be playing victim. Where things currently stand for you two, or between you two, you have the Six of Wands. I feel like this is your energy and you're turning your back to the whole situation. Okay, you're like, I'm done. I've had enough. I'm out. Ow. Sorry, I hit the table. I just wanted to get these oracles out as well, because we can look at the oracle energy as well. So let's see. Angels and guides, please show me Aries and the person on their mind. Aries and the person they are dealing with. Aries and the person they are dealing with. The energy of Aries in this situation. They're kind of sticking together. I haven't used them in a while, to be fair. The energy of the other person. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Scorpion. Yeah, so you might be dealing with the Scorpio here, but I feel like someone's just, for you, it feels like, flip the roles if it makes more sense, but I'm seeing your energy being that of the Scorpion in terms of, you only get one shot and you better tell me the truth, because if not, you're going to have to deal with the consequences, right? Whether it's my sharp words, or cutting action, or striking back one way or another, okay? And we can see that in the Seven of Wands. They see that as well. So where things currently stand, I feel like you've turned your back on this. You've walked away. Where you would like them to go, we have the Strength card. I feel like you're done with this, Aries. Whoever this is and whatever the situation is, I feel like you're done. Because you're trying, first of all, you're trying to control your anger, because they did get you all angry, and we see the fire here as well. But you're trying to, it's almost like you're telling yourself, you know what? Yes, this angers me. I want to go off on this person. However, you know what? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Because with the moon here, this is not the first time this has happened. You've heard the excuses before. You've heard the explanations before. And I feel like you're just saying, you know what? My first reaction, right, with the lion there, instinctual, right, reactive, would be to tell them off and to tell them what's what and to put them in their place. But you're like, I know it's not worth it. I know it's not going to change anything. Where they would like things to go, Judgment. They would like for you to get back together and carry on same as before. They would like for you to take them back, give them another chance, give them their 50th second chance, and you can carry on. Start over. Start from scratch. But I feel like, you know what, no matter what happens, you keep going in circles with the moon there. Unknown factors to consider. We have the Star card energy. This could be Aquarius energy. I also feel like with the Star card here, either... Okay, so with the Star card, they're saying you have already been illuminated to the situation, because you have a few major arcanas here. So you're dealing with a soulmate energy meant to teach you lessons about yourself, your self-worth, what you deserve, what you want, what your wishes are, right? What your value is. And I feel like this is confirming for you that you do see the truth in the situation, okay? If you're doubting it, if you're going back and forth about it, because 6 is a temporary energy. Yes, we're out the door, but then we might come back. And this is telling you, you already know the truth here. You've been illuminated to what this is. You have that confirmation. And then in the outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is an offer towards a new beginning. I feel like for some of you, you already have someone else around you that is your true wish fulfillment, and they will treat you the way you deserve to be treated. It might be an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. It's someone who's just very mature, grounded, stable, versus this other person who might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's just playing games. They're immature and they're just playing games, and they think they can get away with it because in their mind, what's the big deal? What's the big deal if I tell a little lie here and there? You know, doesn't matter. What's the big deal? They just don't understand. You know what I mean? Let's clarify this. Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Star card, Page of Cups. Yeah, you have someone else around you with the Death card. When you put an end to this cyclical situation with this other individual, while you're single, unknown factors, while you're single or away from this, separated from this, you will receive communication, and that's what you don't know. That's what you don't see coming. And it will be something that comes in very fast because this person has been waiting for an opportunity, right? And they mean business with that Ten of Pentacles there. This is an opportunity, an offer of commitment. This could be someone who lives at a distance from you, or is just talking about the fact that they're coming in very fast because they've just been waiting for an opportunity, okay? So that's what you're not aware of. That's where things are headed. And you have a choice between someone who's just, again, immature, playing games, in and out type energy, you don't know where you stand, and someone who is going to be that person that you're looking for and give you that commitment that you're looking for and that you deserve. Let's look at the oracle cards here. So we have the Firefly and the Crow. So this is, it's something that has taught you a lesson, okay? It's like you're coming out of the darkness. Again, something has been illuminated to you. It's a very big lesson for you, okay? You have gained a lot of wisdom when it comes to this situation, to this person. Their energy, we have the Dolphin and the Dragonfly. This is more light energy, playful energy, but fleeting as well. You can't really rely on this person because you don't know where they're going to be tomorrow. They don't know where they're going to be tomorrow. So how can they really commit? How can they really make you promises that are long-term and long-lasting? Do you know what I mean? They're in the moment. They can be very kind. They can be very loving. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to you asking for more, I don't think they have that to offer. And they just take off. When things get too much, they take off. When things get too intense, they take off. When things get too real, they take off. And then they come back, Judgment card, same cycle. We start over. Alright, so I'll leave that with you, Aries. Hopefully that gives you some clarity as to what you're dealing with and some advice on how to best handle this situation. It looks like for the most part you're there. It looks like for the most part you've withdrawn. You understand that there's no changing this person. I feel like maybe you're second guessing sometimes because maybe you're afraid of being on your own, or maybe again, this has been going on for quite some time, so it's a bit of a fear of change and starting over. But again, that's why they told you that what you don't see coming is there's someone around you already, someone who's been kind of watching you from afar, just waiting for an opportunity because they saw that your relationship is not that great. However, they respected your relationship, so they kept their feelings to themselves. And now when you're away from this person or you're single, they are coming in very quickly, okay? So I hope that helps. Moving on to Taurus. Where are we? 15. Hey Taurus, thank you for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, also watch the intro. And I don't think I mentioned in the intro, please make sure to watch all your signs. So let's see what's going on with Taurus and the person on their mind. Two of Cups. What's going on with Taurus and the person on their mind? How you view them, how they view you, your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Your energy, Taurus energy. I feel like you're dealing with an on again, off again situation for some of you, or with someone who just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. How you view this person, we have the Eight of Cups. They turned their back and they took off, or they detached, they're emotionally unavailable, or they physically literally left. How they view you, we have the Knight of Pentacles. They view you as someone worth working for. They view you as someone who, you know, you can build things with. They also may view you as someone who needs consistency. They need a plan. They need to know what they're doing. But generally a hard worker and someone who's worth the effort. So what are they doing? Your feelings towards them, we have the Ten of Wands. This has been a heavy burden for you. Because I feel like, again, this has happened a few times where they come and they go, and they come and they go. And it's been an emotional roller coaster that has left you feeling drained. To the point where you're ready to just give up. You're ready to let this go. Put it down. Be done. Their feelings towards you, we have the Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Cups is, you know, it's a beautiful energy. In terms of, you know, it's a lot of emotion, it's romance. They view you as someone they could build a life with once again. So what's their issue? What's their problem? Where things currently stand, we have the Devil. We have the Hierophant and the Devil here. So you want a solid, healthy commitment. Currently, they can only offer the Devil. This is a bit of a convoluted, complicated type of situation. Other parties might be involved. This could also be temporary passion. This could also be temptation. Maybe they've made you some offer of some kind while you've been trying to walk away from them. And it's tempting you because what they're offering sounds like commitment. Where you would like things to go, we have the Five of Wands, but you're very conflicted about it. Because you have the history of the past. The emotional detachment or unavailability, the heavy burden you're left carrying. You could even be left, you know, picking up the pieces once this person takes off, or paying the bills for both of you because they took off, and you're not seeing any support from them, but you still have to pay those bills or keep those commitments. So you're very conflicted. Because you're like, I'm almost done with this, I was almost done with this, and then you make this offer. I don't know what to do now, because I kind of want to hope that you mean it, but at the same time, I have the history, the experience that is telling me something else. Where they would like it to go, we have the Wheel of Fortune. They would like for things to turn around, to start over. They would like you to take a chance on them. They would like for things to change and improve, but I just don't think they're able to do that for some reason. Unknown factors to consider, we have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like what's next here, if you did take a chance, they'd leave again. Or you would feel, you know, them relationships where you feel like you're on your own. Technically you're in a relationship, but actually you feel alone. That's what's coming with this person. I feel like you're dealing with someone who has a bit of victim mentality going on. I don't know if they have some sort of an addiction or a drinking problem. But it's very unstable. And in the outcome, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you either are taking time to think about this, or this could be where you turn your back on them and just look at where you want to invest next because you're done with the situation. So let's get more on the Seven of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Under the Hierophant, we have the Ace of Cups. It's very tempting for you, Taurus. It's very tempting for you. Because on the one hand, you have them talking to you in your ear. And there's the attraction and the chemistry and the love. On the other side, you have your experience, what they have shown you, concrete actions and behaviors. Okay, so it's like what they say versus what they've shown you as their actions. Okay? And it's down to you to figure out if you want to take a chance or not. Just be aware, what you need to consider is that Five of Pentacles. You might be left behind again, or worse, you know, left in debt because of this person, or, you know what I mean? So consider things very carefully here. Show me the energy of Taurus and the person they're dealing with. Show me the energy of Taurus and the person they're dealing with. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Elephant. I feel like with the Elephant, I hear elephants never forget. So this is advice for you to not dismiss the experience, not dismiss what the past has taught you, because that was the whole point. But this is also an energy for you to persevere, for you to keep going on a healthy path, on the path that is steady, which I don't believe this person can provide. Every time they come into your life, they bring chaos. Chaos, conflict, drama, and loss. That has not changed. The devil is still there. That has not changed. They may be trying. I believe they're trying, but I don't think it's in their nature at this point, because they're not addressing the root issue of what causes this pattern in them, what causes this behavior in them, and that's not something you can help them with. So, Taurus, your energy, we have the Firefly and the Hyena. So with the Firefly here, I'm seeing, you know, it's almost like you want to have, there's still that glimmer of hope deep down inside you. Again, we have this duality, because you want to have that glimmer of hope. It's still there. There's still emotion there, because otherwise this wouldn't be tempting you so much, right? But then on the other hand, you have the Hyena, and that's your thinking, your rational mind, where you're still hurt and you're still a little bitter because of all the burdens that you were left carrying because of this person. Do you know what I mean? So it's that kind of a tough spot where, yes, I care about you, yes, I have feelings, yes, ideally I would like us to get it together, but I have to be rational about it. I can't just trust the feelings like I did in the past. I have to be rational about it. I have to take into account that past. I can't just disregard it because it happened, right? The feelings and the words, they may or may not come true. What the past is concrete evidence, right? Concrete actions, behaviors, consequences. I have to trust that. I have to use that into making my decision. Their energy, we have the Lion and the Moth. And I feel like they're kind of very proud. They're kind of, the way this comes across, and this is also pride and ego, is their fall, I hear. Because they're so proud, they think you're just drawn to them no matter what they do. No matter what they do, you'll come back. No matter what they do, you'll take them back, because they're this perfect person to you. You'll always see them as the perfect person. And they're kind of cocky, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because, yes, they're coming back, but it's almost like they're taking advantage of your hope. They're taking advantage of your feelings. So be aware. You have been warned. This person's coming back around. But they have not changed, and what's kind of worse, instead of learning anything from their past behavior, they're taking that as confirmation. Yeah, Taurus will just take me back. It's fine. We'll just start over. It's okay. No big deal. And I feel like they're also counting on the fact that you're not going to call them up on their stuff, that you're not going to push them away, that you're not going to be able to stand your ground in front of them, that you're not going to call them out. Which, again, I'm not a fan of, if I'm honest. It's a very toxic dynamic because of their pride, because of their ego. And they're kind of using that to their advantage. That's because we all have our issues and we all have our traumas to work with, but it's one thing to take accountability and say, yes, I understand. I know what I did was wrong. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to figure it out, why I do that. I'm talking to a therapist. I'm talking to someone I trust, right, to get some answers, to understand myself so that I don't do it again. And then there's, yeah, I got issues. You say I have issues. I don't think so. You know, everyone has issues. No big deal. You have issues. You know what I mean? You try to talk to them about it, and they turn it like it's no big deal. And that's why they got you in this mode of the hyena, because it's like you're getting very bitter of being dismissed, of things being kind of washed down. Because that's what they do. They come back around and they kind of wash everything down. And then you start thinking, oh, maybe I did overreact. Maybe I did exaggerate. Yeah, okay, let's try again. You know what I mean? So be very, very careful about this person, whoever they are in your life. Your advice is to pursue the path that is steady. Okay, the Hierophant energy. And currently, this person, they're just chaos, drama, instability. Alright? So do with that what you will. I hope it helps you. Alright, moving on to Gemini. Hey Gemini, thanks for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, always watch the intro as well. And of course you can watch all your different signs and placements. So what's going on for Gemini and the person on their mind? Gemini and the person they are dealing with. Here we go. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things stand, where you'd like them to go, they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. With the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there's a choice that needs to be made here between either the past and the present, or an old way of being and a different way of being, or staying single versus going into a solid commitment. There's also this energy of, do I stay or do I go? Do I continue to pursue this or do I just let it go? So how you view this person, you view them as the Seven of Wands, kind of defensive, on the edge. They challenge you, they call you out, they're kind of pushy. That's how you view them. How they view you, we have the Nine of Swords. So they view you as someone who is a little unstable, a little insecure. I'm not saying that that's how you are, I'm saying that's how they view you, as their perspective. They view you as someone who's too much in their head. You talk yourself out of a good situation. You talk yourself out of taking a chance. They view you as afraid. How you feel about them, we have the Hierophant. How you feel about them is you view them as marriage potential, long-term partner potential, or the flip side of that is you view them as them pushing that on you. They're pushing you for a commitment, and they're viewing you as afraid of commitment. How they feel about you, we have the Three of Wands. I feel like they're waiting. This could be a time, either it's a time of separation, because we also have the Five of Pentacles and where things currently stand. It's a time of separation, whether you're not talking to each other, or you're officially separated, or you're officially broken up. But they are waiting. Waiting to see what happens, waiting you come back, waiting you make that commitment. So what I feel happened here, they pushed you and pushed and pushed and pushed to the point where you either ghosted them or you told them you can't do this, and now they're waiting for you to come back and they're waiting for you to make a move, hoping that it will be commitment. Where things currently stand, we have the Five of Pentacles. So again, not seeing each other, very little to no communication, feeling very closed off. The walls are up. Walls are up. Where you would like things to go, we have the Knight of Swords. In terms of where you would like things to go, I feel like they really pushed you. For you, you're avoiding seeing them because if you see them, you know they're going to start the conversation and you know you're going to go off on them. That's what that Knight of Swords is. You know you'll say some things that are hurtful, that are mean, just so that they leave you alone. And you're trying to avoid that. Okay, on the one side, you're trying to avoid that. On the other side, you kind of really do want to give them a piece of your mind. Because they pushed you. I feel like they pushed you too far. Where they would like things to go, obviously, they would like to have that come back together, that reconciliation, and that solid commitment, that promise for the future. Unknown factors to consider, we have the Seven of Swords. There's some self-sabotage that is influencing the situation, but there's also things that are not said. They're influencing the situation, whether it's on your part or theirs. There's some deceptive behavior here. There's some, giving someone half-truths or shying away from having a conversation, shying away from seeing someone. This could also be someone doing something they're not supposed to be doing and getting away with it. So I don't know if that's you or them, but that is strongly impacting the situation here. It can be manipulation, it can be playing games, it could be that this is a game they play, it could be that this is a self-sabotaging pattern for you, and you're just triggering each other right now. And the outcome, we have the King of Wands. And I feel like with the King of Wands, this is taking charge, taking a stand, and just not backing down. Let's get more on the King of Wands. Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. What else? Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. The Five of Swords. Six of Swords with the Two of Wands. What I feel here for you, Gemini, it's so difficult, it's so challenging because you do, like I say, you do view this person as your forever person. We have the King and Queen of Wands with two pentacles in between. And it's like your choices are, can I overcome, because there is some fear there. Can I overcome that fear? Can I be in that long-term commitment? Am I the marrying kind? Do I want a family? Or with the Five of Swords, do you just let this go? Do you just let this play out, not back down, because you know they'll walk away. You know they'll give up on this and walk away. If that's what's going on, just be aware it is part of some sort of self-sabotaging behavior on your part. It's almost like you're telling yourself, I'm better off on my own, even though you have a lot of feelings for this person, even though you view them as your long-term potential. There's also an element of pride getting in the way. Like, I'll do this on my time. I'm not going to do this because you tell me to. Because with that Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords, it's like very snide comments made or pushing the right buttons to get a reaction to sabotage the situation, for them to leave. And for you then to be justified in saying, oh, I knew this never works. Love is, crap, and I don't need this, and it's just drama, and it's just instability, and it never works, and it never ends well. So there's some self-sabotaging behavior there that you need to be made aware of in order for you to address this, because this is a very good match for you, and it'd be a shame for it to kind of dissipate. So we have the Frog. There's some deep-seated emotion and some deep-seated fears that need to be brought to the surface and addressed. And you need to figure out if you're ready to do that or not. Let's see. Show me Gemini and the person they're dealing with. The energy of Gemini. And the energy of the person they're dealing with. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Crow. This is a learning experience. Like I said, there are lessons that are brought to the surface. There are pains and traumas that are brought to the surface for you to address. You're being given the opportunity to address them. It's your decision if you actually want to do that or not. If you do, you may end up in a very happy long-term partnership with this person. If you don't, they will walk away. Where you stand. Yeah, we have the Scorpion and the Elk. You're very proud. If this is you or the other person, flip the roles as it makes sense. But whoever this is, they're very proud. It's on your side, so I'm going to read it as you. But you're also on edge. As soon as someone pushes your boundaries, as soon as someone pushes your walls, you do strike back. Swiftly and very painfully, because you know what to say to hurt people, right? Especially people close to you. You know exactly what to say to hurt them. And that's the case, you know, we get to look to learn about people, and we know what hurts them and whatnot. You are very defensive. You want to do things on your time and on your terms. However, part of the lesson is learning how to meet in the middle with someone else, and it takes trust to do that. And I feel like that's where you struggle. That's why you're always on edge, always defensive, or always ready to strike back. Do you know what I mean? In their energy, we have the crocodile and the starfish. A lot of emotion, a lot of water here. Like I say, they're waiting. They're trying not to rock the boat. They're trying to give you as much time as they can to hopefully come to the right conclusion on your own. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of vulnerability here as well. They're genuinely completely vulnerable to you right now. And I think you know that, and that's why you're avoiding them, because you know you'll go off on them and you'll say something that is very, very hurtful, because you know they're so open and vulnerable to you. But there's a lot of deep emotion here. Maybe that's what scares you, because it's like a different world to you. But remember, just because you don't feel things exactly the same as someone else, or you don't express emotion the exact same way as someone else, that doesn't mean that you don't have it, and it doesn't mean that it's less than what they feel. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like you're telling yourself sometimes that you're not worthy of all that emotion, or that you're not good enough because you can't express yourself the same way they do. But this is someone who is very patient, and they are more than willing to learn how you communicate, as opposed to expecting you to communicate the exact same way they do. Does that make sense? So, I will leave that with you. It's up to you what you do. It's always up to you what you do. But when we do deal with soulmates, that's their purpose in our lives. They are meant to push some buttons that we've taken a very long time to bury, and they dig them up and they press them, because they're meant to spark some things in us so that we understand where we have issues that we need to heal, because actually they're hurting us more than they're helping us. Alright, moving on to Cancer, 3857. Hey Cancer, thanks for joining us, and if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to watch the intro as well, and watch all your signs. What's going on for Cancer and their person? Cancer and their person. How you view them, the Two Swords, how they view you, Knight of Pentacles. How you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. With the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there's some conflict. There's some inner conflict here. Or there are too many people involved, or too many people are telling you what to do and it's confusing. Or there's an energy of pressure, comparing yourself to others and feeling under pressure to be the same, to be better. How you view this person, we have the Two of Swords. So either you're dealing with someone who you haven't seen them, you haven't spoken to them in a while, or how you view them is closed off. You think they blocked you, or you think they're blocking you out. They're closed off. Either they don't want to address an issue, or they don't want to just have any sort of conversation. How they view you, we have the Knight of Pentacles. They view you as, I get like steady, consistent, reliable. You're not going to go away. Or you're always going to work to get their attention. Five of Wands. How you feel about them, we have the Eight of Pentacles. In terms of how you feel like this is something that could be developed, but I also feel like you look at them as they need a lot of work. They would take a lot of work. To be with them would be a lot of work. To have them in your life in whatever capacity, it would take a lot of work. More on your part than theirs. How they feel about you, we have the Seven of Wands. You are dealing with someone who's kind of closed off to you. Closed off to you. There's no communication. But at the same time, they view you as you're not going to go anywhere. You're kind of blocking each other. You're kind of closed off to each other because you think what's between you would take a lot of work to get off the ground, to get back off the ground. Where things currently stand, we have the Three of Pentacles. There's someone else involved here. So I don't know if this is a situation where you're dealing with someone at a distance that's still in your energy, and then you have another person physically in your life, or this is their situation, but there's another person involved. Okay, there's three people here. And there could be some back and forth and some comparing, either for them for you regarding them, you're comparing them to the other person, or they're comparing you to the other person they're dealing with. It's a little messy. Where you would like things to go, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, you would like things to change. You're not quite sure necessarily how you would like things to change. You just want things to change, because I feel like you're stuck and you would like things to change. Where they would like things to go, we have the Fool. With the Fool, this is someone who doesn't really want to commit. This is someone who's kind of done with the situation. Unknown factors to consider, we have the Queen of Cups. So this could be one of the people that you're dealing with, thinking about. This could be the person at a distance, could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And these are the unknown factors, the secret factors. You're keeping this a secret, that this person's still in your energy, on your mind, in your heart, but it's influencing whatever this is here. Because maybe that's why the person you're dealing with, I feel like you're dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because you have them in your outcome as well. Queen of Pentacles. And this person is working very hard to earn your affection. But your heart is closed off because there's already someone else in your heart. And you're constantly comparing the two. It's not going to be for everyone, guys. That's why I say watch all your other placements. That's why they view you as blocking them, keep them at a distance. You never really let them in. It's like you go through the motions, you do, make the gestures. You might be even talking about marriage. But they don't really feel the love. Okay? Because your heart is closed off. Where you would like things to go, you would like for things to change. One way or another, you've had enough, you're getting a headache. Where they would like things to go, if it's the current person you're dealing with, They would like you to take a chance on them, to really open up, to be vulnerable. If this is about this other person here, I feel like they're done. They've turned their back, they're already done. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles in the outcome. The Empress and the Page of Pentacles. What is going on here with the Ten of Pentacles? Someone might be pregnant. Your current partner might be pregnant with the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. And that's why now you're talking about marriage. And that's why now you're thinking about the one that got away. That's what I'm seeing here for you. Okay? And it's like you're afraid, you don't know what to do. And it's with the Wheel card, with the Wheel of Fortune there. You're like, I just want things to change somehow, but I don't know how I would want them to change, so I don't know what to do. I just want something to happen, someone else to do something, someone else to say something. And for those of you, if it's not about a pregnancy, you are dealing with someone who's talking to you about commitment, or even you're talking to them about commitment and long-term, because that's what you do with the Pentacles energy. That's the tradition. That's the norm. However, I feel like you keep comparing the person you're with to the person that you feel like they got away, and you view them as, you know, they're not on the same level. In other words, you may feel like you're settling a little bit for the person you're with. Let's see. Show me the energy of Cancer here. And the energy of the person they're dealing with. And who's this one that's on your mind that got away? Bottom of the deck, we have the Swan. So with the Swan, you see what I see with the Swan, you know what I see with the Swan. You're going through the motions. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to destabilize anything. You don't want to stand out in one way or another. It's like, I'm just going through the motions. From the outside looking in, you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, but on the inside, under that water, below the surface, you're paddling like crazy with the Five of Wands because you have no idea what's going on. You don't know where you're going. You don't even know if this makes you happy or not. You keep thinking about something else or someone else. And it's just a little bit of a mess. Your energy, we have the Panther and the Dolphin. I feel like you're trying to temper yourself. There's something deep inside you that you want to do that is like burning a hole in you. And I feel like you want to reach out, you want to take a chance on something, on someone. And you just want to go. You just want to do it. And it's building up pressure. Five of Wands. You're trying to play it down with the Dolphin. You're trying to be like, it's no big deal. Everything's fine. Where I am is great. Everything's fine. We're having so much fun. You know, everyone's happy. You're not happy. Everyone else is happy. And to you, at the minute, that's enough. Or you tell yourself it is. I also see family playing a big part here. Either they're telling you what you're supposed to be doing, what they're expecting of you, or this other person on your mind is not someone they approve of. Let's see this other person. So we have the Elephant and the Cosmic Egg. Someone might be pregnant, I'm telling you. And to you, it's like, okay, that's it. I have to do the right thing here. That's it. I have to get married and settle down, and I can never talk to that person that got away. I can never be with them again. This is also, yeah, this other person you're dealing with is an earth sign, or they have that kind of energy. They're very practical, they're consistent, they're stable, they have a plan in life, they see it through, they go through it step by step, they persevere, they keep going, that's the plan. I also feel like they really want a future with you. If they're not pregnant already, they're talking to you about it. They really want a future with you. And to you, it's like, I don't know, it's too much of a commitment because I'm not 100%. because my mind is also someplace else. My heart is also someplace else. Let's look at this Queen of Cups here. The Bat. You're in darkness from this person. Meaning, not necessarily darkness, more like a blackout in terms of information, communication. You don't know what they're doing. You haven't seen them, you haven't talked to them, they've withdrawn, but they're still in your energy. I feel like you dream about them a lot. And them you, if I'm going to be honest. You do share a very strong bond with this person. And there is unfinished business, which is why you can't let them go. You can't just stop thinking about them and fully commit to this other situation you're in. So Cancer, you're going to have to figure out what you want to do here. If you... Who are you trying to please? Who are you living for? Whose happiness matters most to you? Because it's almost like... I don't know what happened with that Queen of Cups, but whatever happened, you've completely hidden your heart. You're in this other dynamic, and it's good, it's positive, it's stable, but your heart is not in it. You can't open up emotionally to this person, and they see that. They see that. They're trying to push, they're trying to work for it, they're trying to earn your affection, and you're still not letting them in. So it's down to you. If you can continue to live that way, or if you want to reach out to this other person to get closure, I don't know, it'll be down to you. There's a message here with the Page of Pentacles. So maybe you'll reach out to see what's what, and then at least you'll have your answer to get closure. So I feel like you're at a point of transition towards something big and long term, something that you view as forever, right? And you can't fully jump in because there's something holding you back. Either the one that got away, or some unfinished business you have with someone, or your own whatever else it is, insecurities and fears and whatnot, that you just need to address and figure out. Okay, so Leo, let's see Leo. What's going on with Leo and the person they're dealing with? What's going on with Leo and the person they're dealing with? Leo and the person they're dealing with. How you view them, how they view you, your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors influencing the situation and the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Wands. Communication, a lot of messages, or things moving very quickly. This could be an online thing as well. How you view them, we have the Two of Wands. So you might be dealing with someone who's at a distance, or you might be dealing with someone who's kind of transitioning from one thing to another. So they're just like phasing out a relationship now, or they're just coming out of a commitment, and you're waiting for them to settle down in their energy before approaching them. Or you could view this person as them turning their back on you. It'll be different for everyone, but mostly with the Eight of Wands there, I feel like you're dealing with someone who's at a distance, because we have the World in here twice. You have the World in his hand, and you have the World in here as well. So for the most part, what I'm seeing in this scenario, if it applies to you, like I say, it's not for everyone. Be sure to watch all your other signs. You're dealing with someone who's at a distance. This is an online relationship or a long distance relationship, and you view them as either waiting for permission to travel, waiting for the borders to open, waiting for a visa, waiting for a job to go through that would allow them to move. How they view you, we have the Hermit. They also view you as waiting with the Hermit. You could be older than them. They view you as someone who knows a lot, is very stable, has a lot of experience. You could teach them a lot. You could look after them. How you feel about them, we have the World. I feel like how you feel about them with the World is like, this is where, you know, they're perfect. That's how you feel about them. They're perfect. And again, there's this element of distance, but they're perfect. They have everything. They're the whole package. How they feel about you, we have the Queen of Pentacles. How they feel about you is they view you as a good long-term partner. They view you as someone they can build with. They can have a life with. They can have a marriage with, family, commitment. Where things currently stand, we have the Two of Pentacles. With the Two of Pentacles, either this is waiting for something, and in the meantime you have to keep yourself busy, but most likely this is a choice to be made. Do I do this or do I do that? I feel like you might look at them as they have another option, and you're waiting, because there's a waiting element, you're waiting to see what they choose. Because we also see the King of Wands here, in terms of where you would like them to go. I feel like in terms of where you would like things to go is you would like them to choose you. That's how I see the King of Wands in this situation. Where they would like things to go, we have the Two of Cups. So they would like to have this come together, to start fresh, start building a life. But unknown factors, we have the World. I don't know if you're aware or not, but I think they're coming out of a relationship with the Death card, or they're still in a relationship and they're trying to figure out if they want to end that to come towards you. Scorpio energy as well. Now in the outcome, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So some sort of an offer made, and I'll clarify to see if you're making the offer, if they're making the offer. I also feel, I want to caution you a little bit, Leo, because I do feel like you're dealing with someone who's a little bit materialistic. I'm not going to lie. They like to be taken care of. It's not as bad as a sugar baby, you know, where they just like to be taken care of and they don't do anything except, you know, but I feel like this person that you're dealing with is looking at the long term. Who is the better provider? If I were to have a family with this person, would they be a good provider? Would they be a good father, mother? That's why they look at you as the Hermit, as someone who's got a lot of experience, someone who is very stable within themselves. They could teach them a lot. They could look after them. They could mentor them in some respects. But they may be younger than you because how they view you is someone who's a bit older than them or just more mature. I do feel like they have feelings for you, don't get me wrong. But again, you have 2 twos, 3 twos in here. I feel like they need to make up their mind and choose between one and the other. And I feel like for a lot of you, with the Death card there, they need to put an end to one thing in order to come towards you. If it's the end of a relationship, or if it's the end of them talking to someone else or considering someone else. But with the Death card being a major, there's more going on. There's a relationship, or there was a relationship, or, you know what I mean? What's the Ace of Pentacles? The King of Cups and the Strength card. I feel like they will choose you. 10 of Swords under the... Come on, man. Camera froze. There we go. 10 of Swords with the 8 of Wands. If they broke up with you, or you broke up with them, this is they want to come back together. You also want to come back together. Maybe the conversations, maybe why things ended were around money or commitment. Or this is where I feel like for those of you, a relationship or even a marriage ended for them, and this is you stepping in. You want to step in and save the day. You want to step in and take care of them, look after them, protect them, build them back up, give them a life, move them in with you, right? Because they're at a distance, and maybe now they have to move somewhere because they have to move out the house. There is a beginning of a new relationship. We have water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, earth sign energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. But I feel like they're going to be choosing you or accepting your offer. But just be aware, I feel like it's because, that's why I wasn't getting like someone who takes advantage personality. I was rather getting someone who just needs stability and security, because they're kind of in a vulnerable place right now after that ending in their lives. Oh. So let's see. Who's Leo dealing with? Show me the energy of Leo in this situation. And the energy of the other person. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Beaver. This is someone who wants to build, but they want to build. Family and home are important to them. They might already have a child, and so they're looking after that child as well. They want to make the best decision that also would be the best decision for the child. But this is someone who, they like structure, they like things to be consistent. I feel like once they have the foundation set, then they can be very fun and jovial and all that kind of stuff. But to them, at least at this point in time, they need security. In your energy, we have the Cosmic Egg and the Scorpion. And I feel like here, the way I'm seeing this is, you want for things to just hurry up and complete. Again, we have what looks like the world there. There's distance, there's physical distance. There's also a cycle that needs to be completed in order for this new beginning for the two of you to happen. You're trying to be calm about it and be patient about it, but with the Scorpion, you want to just get it done, right? You want a swift change, you want a swift movement, you want to reach your goal, is what I'm seeing with that Scorpion. This is also an energy of waiting for the right time. In their energy, you have the Panther and the Hyena. Sheesh. They're a lot bitter and hurt over this ending. You see all the gray and the black? They're definitely dealing with a very big ending in their life. Just know that they are very vulnerable at this time. They need patience. They need security. They're a little bit on the defensive. I feel like that's also why you may be holding back and tempering yourself and just giving them the time they need. I do feel like things are headed in a very positive direction and you will have a new beginning with this person. It's a matter of timing. Something needs a little bit more time. That moon is not quite full. It's not quite time. It won't be too far off. Okay, it'll be probably another week or another month. And you will have that new beginning. Okay? You're just being cautioned here. Don't think that they're a gold digger. They just really need security and stability right now, because whatever this ending is has completely knocked them off their feet with that Ten of Swords. And they're healing. They're very vulnerable. They're very scared. They still have some anger to deal with. So I feel like you're doing the right thing and giving them time and just being there for them and being supportive. I also feel like you're talking them through it with that Hermit energy. And as soon as they settle down a little bit in their energy, and also whatever paperwork that needs to come through comes through, I do see them taking you up on your offer and coming to be with you, to live with you, and you can have a new beginning. So that's good. So moving on to Virgo, 10406. Hey Virgo, thank you for joining us. Let's look at you and your person, or you and the person on your mind. Remember to watch all your signs, and also remember to watch the intro, because that's where I make announcements, and anything else I need to tell you guys, that's where it'll be. Virgo, show me Virgo and the person they're dealing with. How you view them, how they view you, how you feel about them, how they feel about you, where things currently stand, where you would like them to go, where they would like them to go, unknown factors to consider, the outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Death card. Scorpio energy, but also a very big ending or a very big change, complete transformation. How you view them, we have the Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries. But how you view the person that you're dealing with, this is an energy of someone who can be, yes, very mature and they have their stuff together, or they're a business owner, or they make a lot of different and important decisions in their lives. But this could also be where you view someone as mature, you view someone as they've grown up, they're stable now. How they view you with the Seven of Cups, they look at you as either they're confused, they have no idea what you're up to. I feel like they're looking at your social media. There has been a separation here. There has been distance. There has been no communication, not seeing each other for quite some time, if I'm going to be honest. But there might be some communication or something, because you are changing how you view them. They don't know what you're up to. They can only see what you're doing on your social media, and I don't feel you're posting that much. So they can only imagine what you're doing, who you're talking to, what's going on in your life, how you feel about them. We have the Magician. With the Magician, in terms of how you feel about them, there's mixed feelings that I'm getting with the Magician. I feel like there were trust issues, or there are trust issues with the Magician here. Because it's either you feel like you're not seeing everything, you feel like they're never putting everything on the table, they're always holding something back, or they're a little bit manipulative. They really show you and tell you what they want. How they feel about you, we have the Justice card. Whatever happened, they view you as fair. Whatever happened, even if it's that you walked away, even if you cut them out, even if you told them something, they view you as fair. You have always been fair to them. You have always been balanced and in your integrity, and always been fair to them and the situation. Where things currently stand, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So if you're not seeing or talking to each other, you're focused on your work, they're focused on their work. This is also a lot of self-work. Self-work, self-healing. Where you would like things to go, Virgo, we have the Moon. I feel like you're not sure, even if you would want anything else to happen with this person, because like I say, there are some trust issues because of control tendencies. Where you are trying to be fair, meet in the middle, negotiate, find a solution that's good for everyone, and you were met with stone face, stone wall, someone who doesn't know how to communicate, someone who doesn't know how to negotiate, they're not interested in it. It's my way or the highway. Where they would like things to go, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, in terms of energy, if it's not a person, obviously, it's long-term stability, it's long-term prosperity, success, happiness, fulfillment together is like the ultimate, the end goal, right, when it comes to a relationship. I also feel like where they would like things to go, they would like to be able to express to you how they have matured, how they have learned. The Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Unknown factors to be considered here, we have the Nine of Cups. There's still an element of pride and ego and self-indulgence here. It's like this person wants to tell you how they've learned and how they've grown, and they're content, they're proud of themselves, but I also feel like to them it's important how people see them. They have an image to maintain. And so whatever they do, it's not just for themselves. It's also, what are people going to think? And if that was a factor, because there's an image situation here, a focus on image, a focus on what other people see, what other people think. If that was an issue before, I feel like it's still there to a lesser degree, but I feel like it's still there. Now in the outcome, we have the Six of Swords. Someone could be coming in to communicate, to make peace. Let's see, what else with that Six of Swords? The Ace of Swords, yeah, to communicate, yeah, to make peace, to make up for what happened. The Hangman, yeah, you haven't seen each other or really had a conversation in quite some time. They're coming in to talk to you, to tell you the truth of what they've learned, everything they've, all the wisdom they've gained, everything they've changed about themselves, all the work they've done on themselves, and also to tell you about their plans and their intentions towards building a future, to take this Knight of Pentacles to make it the King of Pentacles with you. Right? Or to have communication and ask you to invest in them again, to give them another chance, in other words. So it'll be down to you to decide what you want to do here, Virgo. So let's see. Show me the energy of Virgo and the person they're dealing with. Show me the energy of Virgo and the person they're dealing with in this situation. So these are not that glossy, guys. It's not just that I am incapable of getting cards out. They just stick together. That's what it is. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wolf. So with this, if it's your energy with the Wolf, I feel like you're someone who's not afraid to be on your own. You'd prefer to be on your own than to be in an unhealthy, dramatic, unstable situation. You're very wise. For the other person, they're learning how to care less about what other people think. But it's not easy. Your energy in the situation, the Panther and the Scorpion. I mean, you're not happy with this person. You're just not happy with this person. I feel like they're going to get one shot to say what they have to say, and they better make it good, because you are already on edge just thinking about them coming in, or just thinking about them coming back. You're already on edge with the Panther and the Scorpion there. You are... I also see they view you as intimidating, because you are intimidating. You are. You're just going to sit there with a very unreadable look on your face. They won't know how you feel, what you're thinking, if they're getting through to you or not, if they're causing any sort of reaction inside. They won't be able to read you, and to them that's intimidating. And with the Scorpion, you're like, you better make it count, because you only get one shot. And you might actually be in a place of you want to give them a piece of your mind. For others of you, this is that rejection of saying, no thank you, I'm better off on my own. I don't trust you anymore. Their energy here, we have the Bear and the Raccoon. I do feel like, again, they have improved. There is some growth with the Bear. Some growth in terms of consistency, stability within themselves. They're a lot more stable than you remember. But we still have the Raccoon here. Raccoon. Why do I keep calling it Raccoon? For God's sake. Raccoon. And the Raccoon is, like I say, if they were very concerned with what other people thought of them, that is still in there. That is still in the mix that makes up who they are with the Raccoon. They're still careful what people see about them, what people think about them, and what they're doing. Other people's opinions matter to them. To a lesser degree, because they're a little bit more stable within themselves. They've learned about themselves a little bit. But they're still, I feel like, I don't know, that's an element of people pleasing or a little bit of codependency. And it's still there, like I say, to a lesser degree. So, I mean, I'll leave that with you. And I'll go take a break, and then I'll do the rest of the signs, okay? I'll leave that with you for you to decide how you want to approach this situation. Okay? But like I say, I hope it helps. Alright? So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you very, very shortly with the other signs. Okay? Bye for now.